All right, welcome back, everybody, to My Mama Done Told Me. If you remember from last season, so we're in season 2 now. Remember from last season when we started this podcast, we, myself, my sister, and my mother were just sitting down, hanging out, talking about all kinds of stuff. Then we kind of got away from that format. That ran its course, and we started doing more of the variety show that you've all come to know and love, I'm sure.
Yeah.
And
every last one of you.
Right. I'm sure you're enjoying it. And yeah, anyway, all 3 of you watching. For season 2, we decided to bring back a little bit of what we were doing at the beginning, but a little bit different. Not so much of a themed variety show, but more of just some random interaction between us in a variety of different ways. So today, I've brought back Mother. Hello, Mother.
Hello, son.
Lauren,
hello, everybody.
Lauren is not here tonight, so it'll just be Mom and I. And we're going to spend the next, 30 minutes or so playing Would You Rather. Okay.
I'm scared.
You're scared? Why?
I'm already scared because you're going to ask, do I have to pick one?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I think, we'll talk about them individually. But what I'd like to do is we'll take a little bit of time to discuss our whys.
Okay.
And,
Yeah,
let's just see what happens. All right.
Okay.
All right. So I found this list online, and so we'll just see where it goes.
Yep.
I haven't even looked at these.
Oh, you haven't for sure?
Oh. No, and I put them onto my tablet, and I read like the first 2 or something, so we won't start there. But,
okay. That wouldn't be fair if you had time to ponder.
No. I purposefully kept this kind of a secret even from myself. So, Good. All right, you ready, Ma?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, the first one. Would you rather make a pot of tea and talk for hours, or share silence while doing a puzzle? So I'm guessing with another person.
Yeah.
What do you think? A pot of tea and talk for hours, or share silence while doing a puzzle?
Does it have to be tea? Could it be coffee?
Sure.
Okay,
Why not?
I think I'd rather talk. I think I'd rather share a drink, whatever that would be, and I would rather sit and talk. I do like doing puzzles, but I'd probably be yapping the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, for sure.
Let me ask a follow-up question.
Okay.
Does the drink depend on who you're with?
Yes.
Okay. Does your decision depend on who you're with?
Between the 2?
Yeah.
Well, that could be.
That's kind of what I was thinking.
That's a real possibility.
Yeah. My first thought was, if I don't know who the person I'm being asked to sit and talk to for hours is, I'm going to choose the silence in the puzzle.
Okay, that's true.
Because I could be stuck with someone I don't want to talk to.
Because my
hours.
head just immediately went to us.
Yeah.
We would sit and have coffee on a Saturday morning.
Right.
We could sit and talk for hours.
Yeah.
Might not be constant talking for hours, but we'd be enjoyable in the room together.
Agreed. Yeah. But if I don't know, so this didn't specify, and we didn't.
That's true, and I didn't even think of that.
Agreed. If it were us, if it was my wife, if it was most people that I know, I'd rather just sit there with a cup of coffee or a sparkling water or something like that, and and enjoy the company.
Yeah.
But I also have a social battery. So it depends on how many hours is hours.
That went through my head too, and I thought, okay, I probably max of 2 hours.
Yeah.
And then I'd be ready to do something else. See, we're a lot alike.
Yeah. All right, you ready for the next one?
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
Is it a bad one? Oh no.
It's funny.
Skip it if it's something you don't want to hear your mom talk about.
Well, I don't want to hear, but we're going to do it anyway. Okay. Would you rather walk in on your parents or have them walk in on you?
Oh my goodness. Okay, let me think about this.
Neither?
That's what I said. You have to pick one.
Right.
I would rather...
And you can keep the why to yourself. Let's just see what this answer is.
I think I'd rather have them walk in on me because I don't want to walk in on my parents. I
No.
wouldn't if they were living.
Yeah,
I would
of
not
course.
want to walk
Yeah.
in and
Yeah, it'd be
disturb
weird
their.
now.
Well, yeah, it'd be very
Yeah.
weird because they're both gone. But I would not want to walk in. First of all, I'd never open the door and go in their
No.
room without
No.
knocking.
Nope. I feel like I'd feel less embarrassment if I were if I walked in on. I would probably just think it was funny, honestly.
Yeah, a little bit funny.
I don't really want my parents to see me that way, so yeah.
Well,
I don't know.
if
Both-
my parents were in the house, I don't even know if I'd be doing anything that they could bother with.
That's true.
I think I'd probably put a
Yeah.
lid on that.
Either that or that door's locked.
Yeah,
There's no way.
exactly.
Yeah. All right, let's move on. Oh, this one's kind of
The same way?
No.
Oh.
Would you rather sit around a fire with friends or read aloud together from a great book?
Wow, I wouldn't want to read aloud together from a great book.
Who does that
I
anyway?
don't know. That sounds weird to me.
I mean, that unless you're recording it and putting it on a podcast, like why
Right.
are you reading a book aloud?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm with you. Let's sit
Sitting
around the
around,
fire.
and again, it depends on who you're with.
Mhm.
But
Not
if
for that one. I don't
anybody wants to sit around the fireplace, I'm willing.
exactly. If you want to sit around a fire pit, let's do it. But I don't think I want to,
No.
and again, if we're recording it, that sounds kind of fun. But
But do people do that? Do people read? Is that like sounds like a beatnik thing?
right, it does.
You know, like
yeah.
in the thing.
I wish I could do like the
Yeah.
jab, zoobin, jabba, jooby. Oh yeah, you got to snap.
You gotta snap your fingers and wear a beret.
All right, let's go. Let's move on. Would you rather?
They still have beatniks?
I
Are
know.
there still
I think
such a thing?
no. I don't think so.
Okay.
It's probably like a derogatory
So-
term now or something.
Well,
Who cares?
probably like I want to say. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, let's move on.
Let's move on.
Okay, would you rather spend a Sunday morning baking or journaling by candlelight?
Oh,
Hmm.
you already know what I'm going to say.
Let me answer this one first,
Okay.
so you don't have to answer them all first. Well, I'm not. I am a journaler when I'm not feeling great.
Mhm.
So,
Because it feels good to get your feelings down on paper.
Yeah.
Okay.
so when that comes up to me, I think, well, journaling by candlelight sounds peaceful, but at the same time, I go, but if I'm journaling, does that mean I'm
Oh.
having
Yeah.
not great feelings? So I would probably choose baking, even though a Sunday morning baking, I don't know if I love that because I feel
Yeah.
like I'd rather do my baking in the evening.
Right.
But yeah, but I'm going to go with baking just for the sake of saying that, or just because of journaling usually meaning that I'm not in a great space or I need something off my
Yeah.
mind.
I understand.
about you?
That. You know what I'm going to say.
Journaling.
Journaling.
Yeah.
And I haven't done it by candlelight, which sounds really nice. I think I'll do that
Yeah.
next, but I journal every day.
Yeah. Yeah. So you have a different relationship with journaling because
Yeah.
you just do it for, whether it's devotion or
Yeah.
for just getting good
Yep.
things out too. So
Exactly.
should maybe try that.
It's nice. It's nice to journal about good things too.
I'm not saying I never have, but mostly when I'm in the habit of doing it or when I'm doing it regularly, it's usually because I'm dealing with something
Yeah.
tough. So
Yeah, that makes sense.
okay, ready for the next one?
I am ready. You get to answer this one first too.
Okay.
It's your turn.
Would you rather trip every time you say thank you or spill water every time you laugh?
That's well, it's dangerous if I trip because I fall down.
Yeah.
So
Well,
I'm
let's-
going to have to say spill water.
You told me I was going to answer first.
Oh, oops.
Yeah, I agree though. Spill water every time I laugh, even though that would be awful because I don't like, I don't want to be soaking all the time, and I laugh fairly often.
Yep.
But there are ways to kind of learn if that's your life.
Well, it should be trip every time you laugh because
Right. Yeah.
you would laugh when you tripped anyway because everybody else
True.
would be laughing at you tripping.
That's true.
Oh,
But I feel like for me, there's at least a way to like, okay, if I know that my life is I spill water every time I laugh,
I wouldn't laugh.
well, I either hold my laughs back and or I'm wearing clothes that's more water resistant,
Around in a
the
yellow
swim trunks. Yeah. But if you're gonna trip every time you say thank you, I guess thank you could be something you train yourself to never say.
Right.
I appreciate it.
Yep.
Say
Something
like,
besides thank you.
than the words
Very
thank
grateful.
you. Yeah. So grateful for you.
Super grateful.
Thank
Yeah.
No, that's hard.
Can't say
It's
thank
hard when
you.
you
But then if you're tripping, if it's a major trip.
is it just a
Yeah.
but I've seen you and then
I've-
go down to your face, so I can't be okay with that.
No, it wouldn't work out very well.
No, so we're agreeing it's spill
Mhm.
water. Okay.
Yep. And I'm sorry I took your spot.
Oh, that's okay.
Okay, the next
There's no
one's yours.
rules here. Ooh, this is a fun one.
Oh, this is a fun one. Great.
Yeah. Would you rather accidentally text your mom something meant for your therapist or your therapist something meant for your mom?
Definitely my therapist. I let you do that because it
You
feels like
do it again.
it feels like you're asking me
I
the
know.
question. Maybe you should let me read the next.
Okay,
And
yeah, I'll give you the list here in a
that
minute.
way.
Yeah,
Okay, so you got my answer.
yeah, and mine's the same. I can explain that to my therapist
Yeah,
a lot better.
exactly.
Sorry, Jordan. That was
That
meant
was
for my
supposed to be
mom.
from my mom.
Because why would I send Jordan something that's like, hey, you want to get coffee this morning? I mean, I guess I would
Yeah.
ask him, but I
Yeah.
haven't. But same for you.
Or even if it was like, happy birthday.
Yeah.
Happy
Oops.
birthday, Mom. Oops. Yeah, definitely.
Dr. Jordan Kugler shows up really close to mom.
Yes.
It's not real.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
But it could be something embarrassing, but what's embarrassing to your therapist?
Exactly.
Nothing should be embarrassing
That's
to
my
your
point.
therapist.
If you can't say everything to your therapist, you might
Then
have
you-
the wrong therapist.
I was going to say, and if it surprises him that you said it, then you're not being honest from the beginning.
That's a good point too. Yeah.
Mhm. Okay.
All right, I'm gonna do a couple more, and then I'm gonna pass you the list.
Okay. Mhm.
We're almost halfway through our episode. Can
Yay.
you believe it?
Yeah, it's so much fun.
Okay.
Time flies when you're having fun.
Would you rather sleep in a bed of popcorn or
Oh.
marshmallows?
Wow. It's me?
Yeah, sure.
Marshmallows. Although I'd be really sticky and
Yeah. So
but popcorn isn't.
wouldn't be comfortable.
I don't think so. The kernels are prickly.
Yeah.
You get one caught in your tooth, they can
You imagine?
make your gum bleed.
Yeah. Can you imagine though falling asleep in a bed of marshmallows and like having some night
Sweating.
sweats? You wake up and there's marshmallows everywhere on you and you're so sticky.
Oh. And
And I hate popcorn, so
well, I don't like marshmallows that much, but
you don't.
toasted I like them, but
Yeah.
just plain, they're kind of.
I'm kind. Yeah, I like marshmallow. I like a marshmallow.
One marshmallow.
Yeah.
I used to like the ones you got at Easter that were coated in chocolate, like the marshmallow eggs.
Even that though, I get. Yeah, just give me one. We had marshmallows over the fire the other day, and I had one nicely toasted good one, and that was it.
Yep.
That's enough for me. I didn't need to. Some people can go to work on those.
Yeah, I
things.
know I can't,
No, me
but
neither.
I do like them toasted.
Yep.
Mhm.
All right, last one from me, and then I'll
Okay.
give it to you. Okay.
Yep.
Would you rather set the table with intention each night, or always eat on a picnic blanket? That's a dumb one.
That really is a dumb one.
Yeah, I'm skipping that one. We're not disregard
Okay.
because it's set the table with intention. I
Yeah,
don't want to eat on a blanket every
no.
night.
Would be able to get
I
back
don't
up.
set the table. Yeah, I don't set the table every night. We eat on the couch sometimes, but like I don't want to sit on.
Pretty much set the
blanket,
table
yeah,
every day.
Yeah. Okay, this is my last one for you.
Okay.
Would you rather your phone automatically read your last? Nope.
Is it bad? Is it nasty?
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh,
I'll
okay.
change it a little
Okay.
bit. Would you rather your phone automatically read your last text out loud in public, or send it to your family group chat. Whatever your last text
My
was.
very last text?
Yeah.
And what are the two choices?
Either
send it to
automatically read it out loud in public.
Oh.
Or send it to your family group chat.
It wouldn't matter because it was a really
boring
benign.
one.
Yeah. I'm on my way home.
So this says read your last sext.
Oh, gotcha. That makes a big difference.
Right.
I don't have any of those.
Right. Some of these aren't as good as I was hoping.
Okay.
I'm going to do it again.
Okay. Oh, this is a good one. You're spilling water.
Yeah, I know. Would you rather be followed around by a mariachi band or have a foghorn go off every time you sneeze?
I wonder what the length of time they're going to follow you around
the rest of your life.
The rest of your life? Oh, then the foghorn.
Yeah, me too.
Because I do like a good mariachi band. Oh, so do I. But constantly?
For the rest of your life, just following you around. Wait, are they playing? It doesn't say they're playing.
But even just
I still don't want a group of people walking around, just holding their instruments,
with the
watching
grin,
me. Yeah.
Waiting for just the perfect opportunity to play La Cucaracha.
I would really dislike having that foghorn go off. Especially, have you ever like woken up to a sneeze?
No.
Or like sneezed while you're just laying in bed and it's quiet? I have. Especially like, this is TMI, but especially like if you're kind of stuffy and you roll over and you can feel it like kind of move.
It coming.
And then you're like, I don't want to wake up Nikki, you know.
And you're trying to stifle it.
No.
Well, since I'm deaf, it wouldn't be quite as bad. Maybe as
yours
it would
is
be
more
for you. Yeah, be a little bit muffled.
Yeah. Okay, you ready?
Yep. Would you rather live in a place where the seasons are dramatic or one that's always mild and calm? That seems kind of like a dumb question, right?
Yeah, some people like the seasons, the dramatic seasons, and we live in a place with dramatic seasons here.
We surely do.
But I would rather, at this point in my life, I'd rather always mild and calm. Yep. For sure.
Yeah. I like that too. That's why we go back and forth to someplace that's warmer and more calm. Yeah. That's pretty good though. I mean, some of these you don't have to dig too deep.
Nope.
Would you rather always have time to do nothing or always have someone to do nothing with? That's a harder one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll repeat it. Would you rather always have time to do nothing or always have someone to do nothing with?
So, I guess it depends on, does it change my situation now?
I don't know.
Because I'd rather always have time to do nothing. Yeah. But I prefer that to be with the people that are currently in my life, you know. But if that means always have time to do nothing and you're alone?
Yeah.
No, I don't think I want
and
that.
not have the outside.
Right.
Because that would be my choice too. I'd rather have all the time in the world to do nothing, which pretty much being retired, I have that.
Right.
I can choose.
Because I wouldn't do nothing unless I didn't want to do anything.
I have time to do nothing, but I'm not going to do nothing.
Right. But I want to be able to do nothing if that's what I want to do.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
But I don't always need somebody there to do nothing.
Matter of fact, I'd prefer it to be without somebody most of the time. But I don't want it to mean that there is no one to do nothing with.
Ever.
Because I like hanging out with my wife when we're doing nothing. Or my mom when we're doing nothing. Or, you know.
Yep. Other friends.
Yeah. Okay. Sounds like we're on the same page there.
Okay, here's one. Would you rather have a laugh that sounds like a honk or a sneeze that sounds like a kazoo?
The kazoo sneeze would be hilarious. That would be funny.
It would be funny.
I would way prefer that.
Yeah.
And especially because I don't want...
And you sneeze less often than you laugh. Again, we're back to we laugh a lot, so there are probably people that laugh.
I know. Have you ever seen those? There was a daytime talk show or something where they like somehow gathered together people with weird laughs or interesting laughs.
I think I might have seen that. It's been a long time ago.
Vous êtes célibataire, c'est pas à cause de votre rire. J'espère pas, non? Dans la voiture.
I think, if I remember right, I think they didn't tell each other what they all had in common. They just had them on.
Oh,
And then they ended up laughing. And it was pretty quick when they all realized this is why we're here. We all laugh weird.
we'll have a really, really weird.
Right.
Oh, here's a good one.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Mhm.
Would you rather have a home full of handmade items or a perfectly decorated one from a catalog?
Handmade items
All day
long.
long.
Yeah.
Handmade or something you found at,
Right. Yep.
unique or glitchy at
If I had to choose between the two, it would be handmade for sure.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean I don't have any catalog,
Right.
right. Items
Yep.
in my house.
I like that one though.
But I'm a lover of handmade and unique things.
I'm gonna read this one, but I
Okay.
don't really understand it. So
Oh boy.
maybe you can help me with this one.
Oh no.
Would you? And if it's bad, I don't know it's bad.
Okay.
All right. Would you rather have to explain what a situationship is to your mom or have her explain it to you? I don't know what a situationship is.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't really either.
Okay. Sure.
I think. Yeah, I don't know.
Would you rather? Okay, we'll skip it because we don't know what
Yeah.
that is.
Yeah.
It has to be something.
I think
Situationship. Would
It's-
that be like a relationship like that has no meaning?
I-
It's just like
it's either that or
Google it.
my phone's the
Oh.
camera
Oh,
and you
sorry.
have my tablet.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well,
There we
okay.
go.
Maybe somebody out there can tell us what that is.
I might cut that question out.
I think it's kind of funny because
Yeah.
we don't know what it is.
Okay.
Would you rather write letters to friends once a month or receive them once a week?
Ooh.
Okay, would you rather
Well,
write letters to friends, it's plural, once a month or receive them once a week?
Well, I can tell you one thing. I'm not going to be receiving letters once a week and not returning some letters.
Exactly.
So
Kind of a dumb question.
I feel like I would rather receive them once a week because I know I'm going to write them back.
Right.
And it's fun to receive letters.
It is fun to receive letters. You don't
But-
get very many.
No. We used to do that, you and I.
Yep. We did, and it was
I
a lot
mean,
of fun.
Yeah, boot camp, of course, we did. And then when it was early on when you guys started going to Texas, right?
So sometime in the past 10 years, because we've been going down there now 10
Right.
years. So,
Yeah. And I know I was living at my apartment at the time, so yeah,
and that was a lot of fun.
it was.
Okay.
Okay.
Could still do it. Okay, this is a good one.
'Kay.
Would you rather spend every morning in quiet reflection or end every night in deep conversation?
I can't do both?
You have to pick one
Okay.
that you'd rather do. If
Which
you
one
had
would
to
I-
pick one
Okay.
that you'd rather do.
Oh boy. Quiet reflection in the morning, probably. And here's my reason for that. I like a good deep conversation. I even like
That's
it.
why you do podcasts.
Yeah. And I even like it at night. Sometimes it's fun to have a good deep conversation while you're getting tired and tire yourself out and then you go to bed, whatever,
Yeah.
right? And I'm usually that's with family, right?
Right.
But I would not like to do that every night. That's tiring.
I
'Cause it
think
says
I'm
every
kind of like
night.
what you said before. It's so situational. Like
Yeah.
if something's going on that you need to talk about,
Right.
then an evening long conversation can be really nice.
But if I'm doing that every night,
That's exhausting.
Exhausting.
Mm-hmm.
So, but quiet reflection in the morning,
Yep.
that's not exhausting. So I'll take that.
Yep, that's a good one.
You agree?
I agree so much.
Okay.
Okay, I'll do a silly one.
Okay.
Would you rather have fingers that smell like garlic forever or toes that make squishy noises when you walk?
Ooh,
Oh my gosh,
give
those
me garlic fingers. Give me garlic fingers.
no squishy
I don't
toes.
want to have squeaking toes.
Well, have you ever had shoes that squeak when you walk?
Yes, and it's awful.
It is. It's horrible.
Wait, does it say squishy?
Squishy, a squishy sound. Squishy noises. Yeah, like you're
Nope.
walking on a wet sponge.
Nope, I would hate that.
I would too. That'd be terrible.
At least I could.
Wear gloves.
Well, or you can explain. And garlic isn't that awful of a smell,
No.
but you can also. I was just cooking. Sorry.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think I would like to have the squishing walks.
Oh, here's one about a mom again.
Okay.
Would you rather your phone search history be leaked or have to explain each item in it to your mom?
Well, I don't really care if it's leaked.
Yeah,
I'm not searching anything crazy.
No.
So I don't care if it's leaked, but I also think it would be kind of hilarious to explain the things that I'm searching to you. Like, let me think, what could that be like?
It's got to be something for work.
Well, that or like, well, Mom, I was really interested in this comic book character's origin.
Oh,
and
there you go.
You know, when was the first time that they met this other villain, and you know, how was it? Like,
And what's a situationship?
right? Yeah. What's a
Define situationship.
Yeah.
So you can't delete that question.
Right.
Okay. Would you rather always have fresh bread or
Ooh.
always have fresh flowers in your home
Bread.
all day long?
Bread.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care about flowers. I like a flower,
Mm-hmm.
but here's what I know. A flower drives my cats crazy, and
Oh,
they'll
and they eat
get
it.
up into it. Yeah.
Mhm.
So, and that's annoying.
Yep.
So give me the bread. I
Yep.
love bread.
I love
especially fresh bread.
Me too.
Yep.
Yep.
That's an easy one.
So we agree on that one.
Yep. Couple more, and then we'll wrap it up.
Okay. Would you rather only eat food that starts with a B or only food that starts with an O?
Okay, so I would get bacon, I'd get burgers, I'd get
Beef,
beef, yeah, I'd get
Brussels sprouts, and broccoli.
pasta, I'd get pizza.
Pizza.
Um,
You could have beef pizza. I think that'd work.
I don't know.
That's a B.
Let's see.
Uh,
What's an O?
Oatmeal.
No.
Okra.
I mean, I'm fine with those, but they're not like.
Oodles of noodles. I can't think of anything else. What else? Okra?
Everything that's
Oatmeal?
oats, oat milk.
Oh, no, what's definitely B all day
Yeah,
long.
B
Yep,
for sure.
B
I
for
can't
sure.
even think of that many of this stuff. Oranges.
Oh, you'll like this one.
Okay.
Okay, so this be the last one.
Do one more after this.
Okay. All right, then okay. Would you rather your family group chat get renamed Horny for Life or no? Or, you want to hear the second one?
Yeah.
Poop Parade.
Poop parade.
Yeah, I knew
Yep.
it.
Yep.
I would choose neither one, but if I had
No.
to choose one, it would be Poop Parade.
Right, because that'd be funny.
That one's kind of funny.
Yeah.
Okay. Last one.
Poop parade.
Poop Parade.
Maybe I'll name this episode Poop Parade.
There you go. All right. Would you rather sit in front of a fireplace with no phone or take a bath with no distractions?
Fireplace, no phone.
Mm-hmm.
That one's easy for me.
Yeah.
I mean, I do both of those things
baths,
anyway.
I don't have distractions.
Right.
I mean, nobody bothers me in a bathtub.
Yeah.
Except maybe the cat. But
Yeah. That might be, and that's usually a welcome distraction anyway.
yeah, they get up on the
Yeah.
side. And,
I feel like that's more toward like the parent who's got kids knocking down the door or
Right.
something.
exactly.
But no, I think a fireplace with no phone would sounds wonderful.
Oh, here's one. Oh, no. I'm
Last
not gonna,
one. That's fine.
Never
Go
mind. No, I'm not going to do it.
Why?
Well, I guess.
Is it bad?
No, I don't think it. I mean, would you rather get a massage from your ex or give one to your ex's new partner?
I'd rather give one to my ex's new partner. I don't want her to touch me again. Never in a million years.
Ever. There you go.
All right. Well, this was My Mama Done Told
was
Me
fun.
Classic Edition. If you liked this or have any ideas of what else we could do for this MMDTM Classic, we'd love to hear it.
Yep.
We'd also love to hear any of your opinions about what we would rather do. If you have an interesting way that you interpreted those questions or something like that, you can reach out to us on our email. That email address is
My Mama Done Told Me podcast@gmail.com.
nicely done.
Yes.
That, of course, along with all of our social medias, will be in our
show notes.
We hope you keep your minds open and be kind to us. I'm Jeff. Did you hear what I just said?
Jeff.
No, I said, and be kind to us.
Oh, and be kind to us.
I hope you keep your minds open and be kind to me, please.
Yeah. Be kind to both of us.
Yeah, be kind to each other as well. There's plenty of unkindness in the world, and right. So be kind. Until next time, I'm Jeff, and that's Mama
Cat.
Mama Cat, Mama Kathy. We love you, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Tell
Love
them
ya.
There you go.
Tell them you love them. Nope. Yeah, I'm ready.